Now, as the election campaign continues, there's an increasingly bitter battle for religious votes, much of which is taking place on social media. In the latest in our Target Voter series, we look at online messages urging Hindus to vote Conservative. The campaign began after the Indian government accused Labour of being anti-India. Our Home Affairs correspondent Darshana Soni investigates.
Kuldeep Shekhawat is out campaigning, urging people to vote. But he's not representing any British political party. He's chair of the Overseas Friends of India's ruling BJP.
Hi.
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you? Good to see you.
Mr. Shekhawat, a London businessman, is behind a movement to persuade British Indians not to vote for Labour.
So there are a lot of reasons that Labour is not supporting the Indian cause.
The Indian cause that they're discussing, which has enraged Hindu nationalists, is Kashmir.
Labour, in fact, did what they should not have done, interfered in the internal affairs of a country which is a sovereign democratic nation.
The emergency motion on Kashmir from late...
The BJP has accused Labour of Hindu phobia after its members passed a conference resolution that criticised India's recent actions in the disputed territory.
That's unanimous.
The Labour Party has since distanced itself from the motion, but it drew strong criticism from Narendra Modi's administration, and it's been widely reported on Indian YouTube channels.
Jeremy Corbyn needs to be called out on these lies. And you know why he lied? Because he knew that it would get a response like that within India.
You're saying that the Labour Party shouldn't interfere in Indian affairs, but then why should the Indian BJP interfere in the British election?
I think that's a wrong notion. We are not BJP. We are just a pressure group in this country.
You're overseas friends of BJP.
We are friends of BJP, but we are not BJP. We don't have any mandate from BJP.
Are they funding you in any way?
No.
But some people say that you're encouraging religious hatred and sectarianism.
No, that's a total lie, because we are one India and we talk about one Indian.
Does that include Muslims?
Yes, it does.
Really? Because some of the
friends.
messages on WhatsApp and Facebook, they're very anti-Muslim.
No. As far as we are concerned, we have Muslim friends also, and some of them are campaigning with us in Midlands. They are.
Those behind the campaign insist that they're pro-Indian and not anti-Muslim. But there are other groups online engaged in an increasingly bitter battle for religious votes. Hundreds of Facebook and WhatsApp groups are appealing to British Indians to boycott Labour. These are just some of the messages that we've seen. Many posts are specifically targeting Hindus, and there's a concern that the prospect of foreign interference by religious hardliners could stir up tensions. The campaign has also raised concerns at the Charity Commission.
No Labour, anybody at our functions, and next week...
This is Trupti Patel, President of the Hindu Forum of Britain. It's an umbrella group for over 300 Hindu groups, including temples, which are registered charities and so aren't supposed to engage in party political activity. You represent all these Hindu organisations, including temples, which are registered charities, so you shouldn't be endorsing any political party.
If you look at the Charity Commission's advice that has come out quite recently, it says that when your members' well-being and safety is concerned, then you are allowed to take a stand. And we see these matter as a well-being and safety of the Hindu community.
The Overseas Friends of the BJP say they're targeting more than 40 seats across Britain, all in cities with a large Indian population, including Leicester, where traditionally many have voted Labour.
British Indian Hindus are waking up. We've been, as Bharti has said, we've been quite passive in the past. We get on with life, but enough is enough.
What are you waking up to?
The fact that we are being completely misrepresented, disenfranchised, not listened to. So we're using the power of our democratic right, which is voting.
Manoj Kashabji is a businessman in the city. I sat down with him and some of his friends who've been organising to find out why feelings are running so high.
And what makes me really proud is there are many people here today who aren't Hindu.
Mr Kashabji was at a recent Diwali protest in London when Hindus turned their back on the Muslim mayor Sadiq Khan. Although some campaigners say this isn't about a Hindu-Muslim divide, Vinod Popat disagrees.
Things are being done by the Muslim community, especially if you look at the grooming which has happened up north. Whenever that happens, the media report it as Asians. They never call them Pakistanis. So we Hindus are also classified within that group, which we don't like.
But you know, it's not just a Muslim thing, don't you? You know, it's not just a Muslim thing.
Absolutely, no, it is a Muslim thing for us.
Campaigners have drawn up a list of Indian Labour MPs that they're hoping to target. But is it too simplistic to think that Hindu voters alone could swing the result in so many seats?
There's only a handful of seats where Hindus are more than 10% of the population. And if you look at some of the seats that have been named, for example, Wigan, there's only 413 Indian people living in Wigan, whereas the MP's majority presently is 16,000. So obviously the maths don't really add up. And so the question then becomes, why are they targeting those seats?
Omar Khan believes the answer is really about India asserting soft power.
Mobilizing the diaspora is one way to sort of show that you have power beyond your country's borders.
In this election, where traditional voting allegiances have been broken more than ever, Kuldeep Shekhawat is hoping that his campaign to target the Indian vote could make a big difference.
Darshana Soni with that special report.
Well, that's all we have time for this evening.
Well, we'll be out in the regions in the coming weeks. Do look for us. We're looking for you. We want to hear what you think. But that's Channel 4 News. See you soon.
Good evening.
Good evening.